welcome to the Absolute Recap Biology Edition. I'm your host, Melanie Kingett, and I'll be your guide to scoring a 5. Here at the Absolute Recap, we aim to maximize your understanding and minimize your need for memorization. Each episode will review content, skills, and test-taking tips to help you succeed in May. Your recap starts now. Hi, and welcome to the Absolute Recap Biology Edition. Today's episode will recap the updated exam structure. Let's zoom out. The exam is only on units 1 through 6. The topics: interpreting and evaluating experimental results, and conceptual analysis. Our big idea? It's not really a big idea, but we are free response question only. Hello from quarantine. Like so many of you, we are staying home and participating in distance learning. We've continued to record episodes with a modified microphone setup and have been keeping tabs on the College Board announcements. Take a deep breath. This episode will recap all of the exam updates for 2020. Let's zoom in. When is the exam going to be? The AP Biology exam will take place on Monday, May 18th. Furthermore, this exam will be taken at the exact same time by students all over the world. For example, students living in Hawaii have an 8 a.m. exam time, while those on the East Coast will log in at 2 p.m. Make sure to check the College Board website for your specific time zone. If you have a conflict on May 18th, your school's AP coordinator can arrange for you to take the exam on June 3rd, the published makeup date. What is the exam going to cover? The course exam description outlines 8 units of study for AP Biology. The new exam will only cover the first 6 units. These are Unit 1, Chemistry of Life, Unit 2, Cell Structure and Function, Unit 3, Cellular Energetics, Unit 4, Cell Communication and Cell Cycle, Unit 5, Heredity, and Unit 6, Gene Expression and Regulation. The final 2 units on evolution and ecology will not be included in the 2020 exam. How is the exam going to be structured? The original exam was 3 hours long, included multiple choice and free response questions, and was taken on paper at school. The new exam will only be 45 minutes long, include just 2 FRQs, and will be completed digitally at your home. The first FRQ is 25 minutes long, accounts for 65% of your score, and is about interpreting and evaluating experimental results. The second FRQ is 15 minutes long, accounts for 35% of your score, and is about conceptual analysis. There will be a timer feature in the testing platform, but you can minimize it if needed. If you already have approved extended time through the College Board, this will automatically be applied to your digital exam. We will do a deep dive into these FRQ topics and strategies in episode 24. Because the exams will be open notes, the questions are designed to test your ability to interpret data and apply information to unknown circumstances. No memorization required. What device should I use? Whichever device you use to access the exam is the same device you must use to upload your answers. It is likely that a computer will be easiest, big screen, and an ability to type responses. But tablets and phones will also work. Keep in mind that there are 5 minutes allocated after each FRQ to upload your response. Once question 1 is submitted, you will not be able to go back to it. You will also have the ability to handwrite your responses if you choose. However, this may create extra steps during the submission process, as you need to take a picture of your answers, possibly transfer them to your computer where you've accessed the testing platform, and then submit. The College Board intends to release a practice simulation video with detailed instructions at the end of April for students to reference. Whichever device you choose, make sure you are fully charged, or better yet, plugged in, and have access to strong Wi-Fi signal or Ethernet cable. If you need access to a device or connectivity, the College Board wants to know and is accepting form submissions on their website. What about test security? There are things that we can control and other things we can't. You will be asked some identification questions before the test, and also to prove that you aren't a robot. Make sure that you are writing your responses in your own words and without the assistance of another person. Your answers will not only be checked with plagiarism software, among others, but also be sent back to your teacher. Pacing is essential, and you won't really have much time to check your notes or books. Please don't waste any time going to Google, or even worse, Reddit. The College Board will be monitoring and tracing. You have worked very hard preparing for this moment and deserve a chance to show your stuff. Make good choices. Will scoring be different? The AP exams will still be scored on a 1 to 5 scale, and the College Board still intends to release these scores sometime in July. They have spoken with hundreds of colleges across the country and are confident that the majority of higher education institutions will continue to award credit as they have in the past. You've already signed up and paid for the exam, so give it your best. Everyone is in the same boat this year. To recap, the 2020 AP Biology exam is now 45 minutes long and contains only 2 FRQs. Students will log into a testing platform to access the exam and digitally submit their results. Today's question of the day is about math. What type of calculator will you need for the exam? For the answer to today's and future questions, please follow us on Instagram at TheApsoluteRecap. That's the APsolute recap. If you are a student with questions or a teacher with suggestions, we'd love to hear from you. If you have a biology topic or another AP subject you would like us to cover on the Absolute Recap, please email us at TheApsoluteRecap@gmail.com. That's the APsolute recap@gmail.com. The Absolute Recap is produced by Brad Kingett with music by Zach Caruso. Please remember to rate, review, and subscribe wherever you get podcasts. Time's up, pencils down. Thank you for listening to the Absolute Recap Biology Edition. AP is a registered trademark of the College Board. Copyright 2020, Absolute Recap, LLC, all rights reserved. Coming up next on the Absolute Recap Biology Edition, a recap of lab experiments.